To many Nigerians, the name Boko Haram registers fear, terror, mayhem, abductions, and even death. The military has been fighting this deadly sect since the past administration, and one would wonder, with all of the military might and all the financial allocations to fighting this group, Boko Haram is still in existence and leaving an indelible scar on many Nigerians. You're watching Roots TV Nigeria, and in this special report, we examine the trail of terror left by Boko Haram and the possibility of ending it. April 2014, Boko Haram kidnaps 276 schoolgirls from Chibok, many of whom are still in captivity. April 2014, 2 bombs explode at a crowded bus station in Nyanya, Abuja, killing scores and injuring hundreds. March 2018, 110 Dapchi schoolgirls abducted, all released except Leah Sharibu. September 2018, Boko Haram kills Seifura Korsa, one of 2 health workers kidnapped in Borno State. And just this weekend, hundreds flee as Boko Haram opens fire and sets homes ablaze in Borno State. These are just some of the mayhem caused by the deadly Boko Haram sect since they became violent in 2009. According to reports, Boko Haram has killed over 6,600 people since 2015 and displaced over 2.3 million people since the conflict began. With the general elections just around the corner, there is palpable fear that this sect could pose an even greater threat. You're still watching this special report on Boko Haram right here on Roots TV Nigeria. At this moment, we are talking to an Islamic scholar. In fact, he is the spokesperson for the Islamic movement of Nigeria. He is Sheikh Abdullahi. Today we are asking him what his thoughts are about Boko Haram activities, how it has affected the Northeast as a region, Islam as a religion, and the Islamic movement of Nigeria. Welcome, Sheikh.
Thank you very much. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, these people, in the first place, let me tell you categorically clear that as far as we are concerned, they are not representing Islam. Neither they are representing any religion on the earth, because no religion of God sanction or advocate killings of innocent lives. And then the Quran categorically states that there is no force in Islam. How can the same Islam tell somebody to take up arm and say, or bomb and throw bomb in the churches, in mosques, in public places, in market, and kill human beings, thousands, hundreds, and women, children? And so this is very far from the original Islam.
I will also want to understand the effect of Boko Haram terror on the Islamic movement of Nigeria, which is your group.
We believe that the Boko Haram originally has been created in opposition to Islamic movement of Nigeria, and that is why the government all these days, I can swear to you that it is not because the Boko Haram they are so much powerful that the Nigeria government or the Nigeria army cannot defeat. No, there is a politic inside. There is something that is hidden. There is a hidden agenda. Even those soldiers who go there to fight them, they will tell you. Many of the soldiers who have gone to fight the Boko Haram, if you discuss with them, they will tell you what they have seen, that this is just a contract sent from outside, that even the weapons given to them are less sophisticated than those of the Boko Haram. We show that there is a kind of link between the Boko Haram and between the government. It is not that they cannot uproot the Boko Haram. How many? They are very few. they can be uprooted. But because some people, they are making business with the issue of Boko Haram, the government, they are not ready to. And then seeing that if they are there, they will continue to commit atrocities, which will make people hate anything Islam, especially we. So this is our view about the Boko Haram. As far as Islam is concerned, they are non-Muslims. They are not even religious group. They are hooligans, they are terrorists, they are lawless people who have been hired from outside, and the government also, for political and some selfish interests, they are making use of them. Because there, if you see, there's reports that even helicopters come down there with weapons and with food supplies to these people. How can we are the Nigeria Air Force and all these things? So it is with their knowledge and acceptance. You see.
I see. A big thank you to you, Sheikh Abdullahi, for taking our time to give us your thoughts about, the Boko Haram attacks in the Northeast. And you're still watching the special report on Boko Haram on Roots TV Nigeria. This is deep, this is intense, this is painful because of the number of lives that have been lost, property destroyed, people who've been separated from their loved ones, and people who've been displaced. Follow us as we continue to talk about this. Hopefully, there will be a solution to this Boko Haram attack, this Boko Haram menace in Nigeria. And you're still watching the special on Roots TV Nigeria. One of the major aftermaths of the Boko Haram onslaught in the Northeast is abductions. First recorded was the abduction of the Chibok girls in 2014, who till now are still in captivity. And then there is Leah Sharibu, who was abducted alongside 100 other girls in Dapchi. While the other girls were rescued, they were released, Leah Sharibu still remains in captivity because she refuses to denounce her religion. Aside from that, there are so many other people who have been abducted in the Northeast. Some rescued by the army, but a considerable number are still in captivity even as we speak. Now, here to talk about these abductions and the other consequences of the Boko Haram onslaught in the Northeast is Abuki Shonibari. Now, Buki is most notable for her activities with the Bring Back Our Girls campaign. Buki, it is so good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
All right. First of all, I want to get your thoughts on these abductions in the Northeast by Boko Haram.
First is to establish that by 2019, it's going to be 10 years since Boko Haram became this violent. Let's also not forget that aside from the Chibok girls, there has also been abductions after that. So we actually don't even know the exact number of those that are in abduction. What we have done by way of the Bring Back Our Girls advocacy is to use the Chibok girls abduction and the conversation as the entry point to the whole discussion around abductions are taking place, bomb blasts are still happening over there, and then it leads us to that, okay, we need to actually solve this particular issue. So we can't say exactly what number, but the ones that we know, we use them as the entry point to that conversation and to that call.
Interesting. Let's talk about Leah Sharibu. This girl is probably the face of abductions as we speak. It's almost like people have moved on from the Chibok girls, but Leah Sharibu's case is very much on our minds as we speak. What are your thoughts and the possibilities of getting her back alive?
It's quite interesting that a Leah Sharibu episode happened following the abduction on February 19 of the Dapchi girls from their school. And today makes it exactly 267 days since she has actually been in abduction. And let's not also forget that 3 women, the humanitarian aid workers, were abducted 10 days after on March the 1st. And so today makes it exactly 257 days since they were abducted. For the Chibok girls, it's 1,647 days today. It's unfortunate that we allowed this to happen to us as a nation. It's a shame. It's a failure, not just on us as a people, but on the government that has the primary responsibility as constitutionally guaranteed to ensure that security and welfare of the people is guaranteed. I fear that if something is not done immediately, then we might have to face the same reality of Seifra and Hawa. That is why the buck needs to be pushed back on the table of the government, that immediate action needs to be taken for these girls to be brought back. Either they are killed or they become zombies, that when they come back it becomes even a big problem. So the government needs to actually really do something about it.
Meanwhile, I wanted, you went into that conversation, but I wanted to hear your thoughts about how government is handling this, because it feels like there's been a lot of politicizing more than action. But your thoughts as being in the middle of this campaign, the way government is handling the bringing back of these people abducted.
The deafening silence around the Chibok girls from the quarters of the government is actually a huge letdown as well. We've not been hearing anything. The only time the government will come and say we are doing everything possible to bring back the girls is when something happens. Maybe another girl escapes, or Boko Haram, plays another stunt or releases another video. I mean, Boko Haram communicates with us much more than the government communicates with us. The general handling, if I have to grade the government, has actually been maybe 2 or 3 over 10.
Unbelievable. I want to say thank you to you, Buki, for taking our time to talk to us. This is a very emotional conversation, not just for the parents or the family members of the people who've been abducted, but for us as a nation. Because as we continue to read this in the news, it tells us there is a threat, and that threat could show up anywhere. That is a reason that not just, organizations like Bring Back Our Girls and so many other, activists who are calling for government to do more. The whole nation is calling for government to do more because security is very important. And now we talk to Abga Senator Victor Umeh, who gives us his thoughts about the Boko Haram insurgency.
It's a major sore on Nigeria, and is also a major landmine. Anytime this country wakes up in the morning and sees a post that Leah Sharif has been executed, but about this country will explode. So it is the challenge we have. And if I were the president, instead of preparing to go into this election, he should spend his energy and everything available to him to bring that girl back.
Every day, many Nigerians, especially those in the northeast, live in constant fear of Boko Haram attacks. This is definitely no way for anyone to live. That is why the military is being encouraged to do so much more to end this terror of Boko Haram, even as we pray for the safe return of those who are still in Boko Haram captivity. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, even as you have watched this video and so many other videos on our platform. You've been watching Roots TV Nigeria, and this is our special report. Please go ahead and tell us your thoughts on our social media platforms, especially as regards Boko Haram. On behalf of my cameraman, Moruf Adetunji, my name is Gloria Oji Emodi.